everybody, what's going on? It's Mikey. Mikey. I don't know why I said that. I actually feel quite nervous when I talk like this. I don't know why. I do this for a job, but when the camera's here, looking at me here, I go on and on. So I wanted to, it's the end of the month, so I wanted to bring you a big update as to everything that's happening, so you guys are all clear, because, you know, we don't do any of the stuff we do without you guys, because you're awesome. So, let's kick off with the first thing. When's your next big video? Probably a week on Friday. As many as you, if you watch the stream and stuff and the web show, you'll well know that I actually had it done when the Monk Cape video came out. Like, in terms of, like, the script and the skits and all that. What we wanted to do was all done. And, in fact, we had Andy, before the Monk video went public, just after you guys, order everything in. It's all here. The problem we had was, again, lesson learned. So there's a few things about lesson learned here. Don't worry, I tend to ramble a little bit in these videos. They're very off script. But lesson learned is we were held up on one thing. It was a swimming pool. Trying to get access to a swimming pool, which just doesn't seem to materialise. No matter how much we try, they're very against us going in and filming in a swimming pool. Like, even when it's not open to the public. I can't figure out what the problem is, but they're just like, no, they don't want nothing to do with it. Kind of like a British law thing. I feel like we're trying to scam them or something. We're saying we need it for like 20 minutes. What's the problem? They won't tell us what the problem is, but like all the pools just won't let us go. We have a backup for that skit, which we think will be quite funny. But that one thing has like held up that video for ages, so we're not going to do that again. We're going to give it like a couple of days. Like, can we make this happen? I mean, if we know if we could give it a couple of days of trying and then know that next Thursday we can do it, fine, that's great. We've got it in the diary, we know when we're going to do it. But if it's like, anybody yet, which is kind of what we've done this time, is like, have we sorted this out yet? Because honestly, it felt so ridiculous that we couldn't sort this out. Of all the things we've managed to sort out, like going into churches for the Legacy of the Warlock, filming in forests like we did there, getting camera crews down, all that stuff is so easy. And it boggles my mind that this was so hard to do. And it just turns into the thing where nobody wants to deal with it. So, lesson learned. So the plan is that Andy's got Horizon Zero Dawn for the next 3 days, which is looking like it's going to be a fantastic stream. I'm really excited to see his opinions on it. And then I've got Breath of the Wild next week. So this is the plan. Are you ready? It's pretty exciting, actually. Andy's a little bit aware of this, but not fully yet. So you guys are getting the scoop. I'm leaving this big video to be edited completely by Andy. Now, you're going to say, didn't he do the rest? He didn't. I did them. But he is at the point now where his talents are starting to settle in. Like, when it's very difficult if you've never edited video before. He's very great with the pictures, which I'll talk about in a second. But video is very different because you have an image in your head. It's like, I want to see this. How do I make this appear there? And you have to practice, right? You have to practice and learn how to use all the different tools to make what you see appear in the screen. It's like, I know what I want this to look like. How do I make it happen? And in a video, it's very different than a still image. So he's there now. He's there now. So what I'm going to give him, which is what I've done, is I've done the script, I've done my audio for the content and stuff, and I'm going to just give it to him and say, and we're going to film the skits, I'm going to say, there you go. Go. And see what spits out. And that gives him like 5 days to try and work that out for his first big mega project. He's just better at it than I am, right? He's better at it than I am. So the next big common question for the Patreons is obviously you helped get us to the point where we could bring Andy on, right? I mean, you guys did that. There's no one's ever going to deny that in a million years. You gave us that net to say, go for it. And if it fucks up, you'll be all right, man. So we gave it a go, and here we are, and it's working. It's working well. I've noticed a few things. So how do I start this? Firstly, Andy's talents with the pictures has made a massive difference. Thumbnails, video thumbnails. You wouldn't believe it. It's crazy, like how much a video thumbnail will generate just so much more interest. It's weird, isn't it? But I'm crap at doing that stuff. I'm crap at it. I always have been. And he's not, which is, you know, he's been doing like what he's been doing for the past couple of years is thumbnail templates for me. Because I'm such a noob with Photoshop. I try, don't get me wrong, I always try, but I don't have the meticulous nature for that kind of stuff. I'm much more into like getting the specifics of the wording and the context correctly, so we're clear on everything we're talking about. But when it comes to the visuals and stuff, for me, it's more about the way I think about when I produce a video. It's like, is the content, are the things I'm saying accurate and interesting and what people want to know? The visuals kind of I see them as an aid to what I'm saying, rather than they should be an equal marriage. Whereas Andy's different. Andy, like, if we mention something in a video, like, at all, especially with the Mates What series, so if I talk about it, it's like, right, that needs to be super fucking clear on the screen. Exactly as we're talking about it, it needs to be absolutely bang on clear. And if we switch quickly, it needs to switch quickly in the video. Now, I've picked up a bit of that. Like, I've edited some of the 7.2 videos, and I can't help it now, but, like, edit like that. So we might take 3 hours of footage and like I need 10 minutes, but this 10 minutes needs to be bang on. So I've applied that to myself and it's helped. Like the 7.2 videos are like miles better. But the thumbnails have really helped. The next thing is Andy's meticulous nature. It's kind of what I was just touching on. So a Mates What video, for example, I can spit, if I'm editing it, I'll spit it out in about an hour and get it done. Whereas Andy, I noticed like when Andy's doing his, sometimes he's back in the game and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, it wasn't right. Like, I know what we're saying because we experienced it, but we didn't get the right footage that clearly demonstrates this thing happening, and I need to get that. So now we're going to apply that to the big videos, and I think that's going to be the next big step, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think you guys should be too. It's not a legacy video. The legacy video is coming next, but I want you to see this next big video first. So that should be Friday, assuming Andy doesn't freak the fuck out, because he can get really stressed out. I know he's going to be asking me questions like, what am I putting in here? What am I doing here? I'm going to be like, I'm going to be purposely a little bit obtuse, so I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. If you notice me a little stressed out during Breath of the Wild, it's probably that. It's probably Andy going, how do I do this? And I'm just going to leave it to it, because he has the answers. He has the answers. I see it in him all the time. He has the answers. I just want him to get that confidence there. And now he's got the tools to get it done. So the next big thing that you guys should be aware of is you are getting a person who's going to be dealing with you a lot, and as you may know if you watch the web shows, is going to be Emma. So was it originally planned to be Emma? Yes. Why? Emma gave it a go. It's a very awkward job she's getting. Her job is not Patreon alone. That'd be ridiculous. In fact, she's going to be here part-time. She's going to also going to be learning how to teach. So she's going to work for us 3 days a week, and if in a year's time it's not full-time, she'll leave to teach full-time, which I think is a fair deal. She's not happy in her current job regardless. But in September or August, around then, she gave it a go for a week because she wasn't sure what I was asking her to do. So it's the business side more than anything that Emma's going to be taking over, but a big chunk of her job is going to be dealing with you guys and giving you guys miles more regular updates. Because I'm in a kind of catch-22 right now, which is, as we grow and more things happen, like we have staff and we're looking at offices and all this, the business side of things just keeps going up and up and up. And that's just eating my time all the time. It's just constant. It's ongoing. It's every day. It's backwards and forwards. I need to be doing emails for like 2 hours a day. Just backwards and forwards. I can't leave emails for 24 hours, like when they're from the accountant or when they're from blah, 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 the tax man, all this stuff. It needs sorting. So I can't avoid it. So Emma's going to be taking all that off my hands. She's going to deal with all that stuff, the business stuff. She's going to bring things to me that are important that she can't deal with herself, or I'm going to be teaching her, okay, this is how we deal with this. She's still learning some very basic things, but also she's just nailed the things she dealt with. So in that 1 week alone, she got us the Twitch live show, and she got us the London Warcraft thing, and she just found where she can do these things. She's worried about it. She's not a gamer. So a lot of things with YouTube are like spam from TGN. You might remember TGN, our original old partner. They still spam me for invites. And she's like, hey, this company wants to invite you. I'm like, yeah, it's TGN. Just fucking ignore it. Just send it on its way. We're not fucking interested. She's like, oh, okay. So it's like any new job. She's learning like the bits and pieces of it. But a major part of her job is going to be dealing with the business side. Another huge chunk is going to be liaising backwards and forwards with you guys on a far more regular basis than I've been doing. And which is probably going to give out a contact email for you guys to get hold of her that's separate from like the big one at the top tier. But that's not going to be like fed to me. She's not like collating them to come to me, but she's going to be dealing with it. And then any really cool things she's going to bring to me and then kind of bring back to you guys. Yeah. So you are going to have some point of contact, I believe, and making sure we do our regular little blogs and stuff. We always got to walk the fine line with Patreon, don't we? It's like, how much content can we produce that's Patreon only or Patreon early without just fucking annoying everybody? And another question Emma brought up is, does that matter? And to me, it matters. I'm not paywalling the content. I'm not doing that. But there's also stuff that we can do that just doesn't fit on YouTube. It doesn't fit on our channel that we can absolutely do for you guys. And that's what she's going to be focusing on. Making sure you get that and any suggestions you guys have, feeding that back, and then getting a good backwards and forwards between this community. Because it's the most important community we have, like it or not. And I like it. I like our relationship that we have here and working on it. Because I see the Patreon, you guys, as just like the backbone. It's like, it's the niche of the niche. You were like, we get it. Go for it. Let's see what can happen here. And I love that stuff. It's like every day you wake up and you're like, we know there's people out there who believe in what we do. Let's give them the best we can do. So we're doing that while pushing the boundary, pushing the staff to, pushing Andy and pushing myself. And he's changed me and I've changed him. And that's worked out really well. Emma's going to come in and add to that. She's going to be making sure we start getting games before they come out. Big problem we have right now is Mates What is that obviously we can only release the videos like after we've played it, which is on public release. Because I can't chase down every PR company that deals with the publishers. So people are like Horizon Zero Dawn, we're going to start the stream tomorrow. It's already up. There's like 100 Horizon Zero Dawn streams, if not more, going on right now. And have been for the last couple of days. Review copies for that game, we found out today, we talked to someone, went out 2 weeks ago. Like, reviewers have had it for 2 weeks, like, to finish the game. And, we're not even close to that because we're just not hunting down all these little PR companies to deal with it. So we'll hopefully deal with that so we can nail it. And maybe we can do something with Patreon there. Like a little bit early sneak peeks of new games you might be interested in. I know many of you are WoW only. That's totally fine. So we'll work with WoW stuff as well. But I'll just let you know this is the kind of thing she's going to get involved in, getting our faces everywhere. Speaking to Blizzard, I'm not happy with my Blizzard relationship right now. I've said it many times. I know why they kind of sidestep us wherever possible. I get it. I mean, our content is not kid friendly. We know that. You know that. But we get sidestepped for other stuff because I think we've been lumped into this pile, which is like, yeah, but no, right? This yeah, but no pile. I want to repair that because every time I speak to Blizzard, it's great. They're like, we love your stuff. I was like, okay, well, let's do something there. I love you guys. You love me, so let's sort something out there. It's silly things like they invited a load of people to go to the offices in France, and we have a friend who works there. She's like, "Are you here? Are you in France? Because these guys are here." And I'm like, "No, we're not there. We never even found out about it." And oftentimes we then check the email. Well, not in this case, but we checked the email. But it did contact us, but then we ignored it, and maybe that sounded because they don't send anything else. It's like, they don't reply, whatever. So she's going to be looking into sorting that out as well. We should be pretty good. But the main thing for you guys, of course, is you're going to have a much more regular contact with somebody because it's going to be her job to do that. It's literally her job to get in contact with you guys and speak to you guys and sort your feedback out. So wait for that. You should be getting an email pretty soon. I'm not sure when she officially joins. It's in 2 weeks. I'm not sure the day. I was actually hoping... I keep thinking of Emma as already working here. She doesn't. She absolutely doesn't. She has to work a month's notice. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't make her work a month's notice. Because in sales, generally you don't. They put you on what's called garden leave. And if you're not sure what that is, when you hand your notice in sales, they tend to say, okay, go home. We're going to come and collect your laptop and your car. We'll pay you for the last month. Fuck off, bye. And they're not being mean. They're being sensible in many ways. They know you're not going to go out working your balls off to sell things when you're going to be gone before you could ever earn like commission on it. Why would you? Why would you do that? You wouldn't do that. So they know that. So they tend to say it's cheaper for us just to pay your wages and not pay things like fuel and phone bills than it is to keep you on. Instead, with Emma, they refused her resignation twice. Not that they can really do that, but they were like, come in and talk to us. And now they've got her doing telesales for the rest of her sales team. So she's finally making appointments for other people, which is a big drag. But it means she's not working for us yet, which is a big pain in the ass. I'm hoping actually she's going to do an update, like a Word update for you guys over the next couple of days. So expect that by the end of the week. So yeah, you'll be getting more stuff in just a couple of days. So that should be a lot of fun. What else? I'm going full PreachCon mode soon. So another thing that Emma's going to be looking at is she has boxes of things like the drama time keyrings. I don't think I have one to show you. I don't. These wristbands and stuff, we have boxes of hundreds of these, and obviously this year's Preach Channel's going to have different ones. So I know a lot of you were asking for that kind of stuff. So I don't think we're going to charge for it. I think if you want one, she's just going to send them out. I'm not sure what her plan is there. She has all these plans and stuff like that to deal with. So that should be going on later soon. But we're moving closer and closer to this 2-week mark. We learned a couple of lessons recently. One is if we have a problem like we did with the latest top 5, like I said, I'd written it and planned it and laid it out and storyboarded it. I know I storyboard stuff. It's exciting, right? Storyboarded it like when the last Monk video went out. But because of the swimming pool thing, we kept holding on and on and on to try and get it because I didn't get it. I didn't understand why we couldn't do it. Which we're not going to do. We're going to give it like a couple of days. Like, can we sort this out? If not, then fine, we'll do something else. And then crack on with production instead of delaying the videos for you guys. Because you're like, you said 2 a week, two a month. Yeah, we're going to get there. Believe me, we're working on getting there. But we're just learning lessons along the way. We're learning lessons along the way. I think that's it. Now we're about to go see Logan. It's not until 10:30. Yeah, so it's about an hour, 45 minutes. It's not until 10:10. So we're going to go see Logan. We'll do a SoundCloud for that. And for John Wick 2 as well. We'll do SoundClouds for those. So you'll have those in the next couple of days. Probably tomorrow. You'll probably have the Logan one. We'll try and squeeze it in tomorrow sometime. See how Zero Dawn goes on. But other than that, thank you, everybody. You're awesome. I hope that helps. Contact me if you have any more questions. I'm sure I've forgotten something. But if I remember it, I'll come back and do another video. All right? Bye, everybody.